All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Riverside International. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Saturday Showdown Series heads to Riverside, great California track. It's race number 8 of the season. We still have it in the virtual world, and it is a lot of fun, man. 40 laps here tonight, and a great road course for stock cars. It's Riverside, it's the Saturday Showdown Series, and this season is heating up. Who's going to take home the victory? There's only one way to find out, and that is watch it live right here on TurnLeftTV. Some road course action tonight here in the Saturday Showdown Series. Race number 8, only 3 to go. It's Riverside, and it is live right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, thank you so much for coming in here tonight and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. A little bit of a different twist here tonight with Riverside International in the Saturday Showdown Series. Thanks for coming in here tonight. This is Riverside International. About 2.62 mile or 4.22 kilometer road course. Perfect for stock cars. Man, this would be a great one if it still existed in real life. But this is round number 8. 40 lap race here tonight and a very fun track, a very racy road course. I think of all the road courses, man, this has got to be the pinnacle as far as raciness in stock cars. Watkins Glen is a good one, but this one I think is better for stock cars, in my opinion. Race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Interested in an rFactor 2 server, a website, an online store. Please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. Who provides the servers for us here at High Octane Racing League, and also the website at highoctaneracing.net. Head on over and visit us there. We'd love to have you. Good little link there to join us on Discord, as well as links to check out the current standings, who's winning what, and then also who's running what throughout the week. Give highoctaneracing.net a look. Appreciate that. We will take a look at the track here at Riverside. A track that was located in Moreno Valley, California. 9-turn track, and there have been some classic stock car races at Riverside, but they decided to get rid of it. And unfortunately for us, we don't get to watch it on TV anymore because it doesn't exist, but we get to still race it here in the virtual world, so see if we can't do it justice. Thanks for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. Okay, wait a minute. I had some dialogue with Stanislav Pavlov and Pavel Filimonov a little while ago, and apparently I don't know who's who. But anyway, man, hey, thanks for coming in. Hopefully those guys will be back soon. I think they're out having a little bit of a drinky poo. But hopefully they'll be back soon. I want to see them out on the track. And if they're out there, then they should be tuning in right now, having a beer and watching TurnLeftTV. Hey, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I encourage you to do so. Hit that. And then also down in the description of this race, please follow those links over to the Fanatec website and help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Appreciate that. And please hit the thumbs up button, share my videos with all your friends, and let's get this bad boy going here tonight. Again, thanks so much for everybody coming in here tonight and joining us, whether it be on the track or here in the stream. Season standings coming into tonight's race. Ricardo Almeida has a pretty comfortable lead, man. I mean, that's just consistency right there out of Ricardo. Not only an IndyCar champion, but it looked like he might end up being a stock car champion here at HORL. Paul Brown and Stanislav Pavlov, pretty tight battle there, although Stanislav not here tonight. Alexander Beshkov is here. He sits in the 4th position. Gary Madu 5th, just behind, 2 points back there on a P4. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in 6th, John Stanley 7th, Givaldo Spindola 8th, Eugene Zaglotko 9th, and Sean Jacobs is 10th in points. The schedule here in the Saturday Showdown series. Tonight we are at Riverside, 40-lap race. Next week we got Pocono Raceway, Tricky Triangle, an 80-lap race on April the 16th, and then finishing out the season at Kentucky Speedway, 100-lap race there on April the 23rd. So why did this season down, man? One of 2 road courses on the schedule this season, so this should be a fun track, I think. Really do like this track in stock cars. Like about a minute and a half before we go to the qualification session. Saturday Night Thunder headed your way a little bit later tonight. If you're interested in coming out and beating up on the broadcaster, come on out, man. It's race number 10, the final race of the season, and it's Martinsville. 200 laps of great short track action, man. These guys are going to be worn out after this is over. I know I am. I'm going to have a lot of fun. Martinsville's a fun track. Got to be up on the wheel all night long. 200 laps there at Saturday Night Thunder action at Martinsville coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here, HORL. Bushwhacker Series will be back in action on Friday, April the 15th at Chicagoland Speedway. We had a barn burner last night at Martinsville. A little bit dicey there early on, but man, that thing got really good late in the race. 100-lap race at Chicagoland, race number 3 of the season. This is a popular series on a Friday night, man. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's the Bushwhacker Series headed your way next week. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV on April 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looks like we are headed over to the qualification session. keys to the race here tonight. Here are my keys, man. Hit your marks. Avoid the sand. Stay out of the sand, man. You're not going to be faster in the sand, believe me. Hit your marks, man. Make sure you hit those spots on the track you need to hit. There are a couple challenging portions of this track. Avoid that sand. Pick your spots to pass as well. So hitting your marks, but also got to pick your spots if you're going to get around some of these guys. And manage your tires, believe it or not, man. You manage your tires late in the run, you're going to be good, especially by the time this race gets to the finish. Right now we are in the qualification session. We're taking a look at Mike Schreiner in the 88 car. Guys have a little bit more time here to complete their qualifications. Yet they still only get 2 laps of 2 time laps for qualification. .110.724 by Paul Brown is the top time so far. Got Schreiner having a little bit of trouble there. Thornton Thomas has been fast here in this 85 car. Brown still top time, 110. Thorns and Thomas trying to crack into this here in this 85 car. 110, 317. Thorns and Thomas to the top of their grid. Alexander Meshkoff, last week's winner. Subway sponsored number 77. On 10.092, Ricardo Almeida, the new top time. Meshkoff obviously been on this track before. Oh, man, hard around that turn for Meshkoff. Having it on the edge. That'll knock the lettuce off your sub. Meshkoff with a 114.377. Little work to do for him. Work to do for that 77 car. '63 Gary Madu, wannabe racing sponsor machine. Almeida's time with a 110.092 is the time to beat. Off right now, 8th on the grid. We'll see where Madu is 4th on the grid. How about this second lap? See what he can do on lap number 2. Are Almeida, Thomas, Brown, Madu, Lansbury, the top 5. I think we've got a couple others that are going to be coming out here. I think Russ Tassel, maybe Will Dunbar. I'm not sure about those. Like Eugene Zaguatko did end up disconnecting, so decided not to race. Madu missing that. So that'll do it for him. So it looks like qualification has ended there. That does it for the guys that are going out there. I think we're going to have a few more people join during the warm-up session. About a minute and a half left in the qualification session. Looks like Kent Thomas joining us in the chat session. Also, Givaldo in here as well. Well, best of luck to Givaldo tonight. He's going to be out here. I saw him waiting for, it looks like he's qualified. So he's qualified in the 9th position. Well, good luck to him. Thanks for coming out. All right, looks like qualifications have ended. We'll take a look at the results. Ricardo Almeida will start on the pole with a 110.092. Starting in the 2nd position is Thornton Thomas. Paul Brown starts inside row 2, or on the left, row 2. Gary Madu starts in 4th. Tim Lansbury 5th. Mike Schreiner 6th. John Stanley will start 7th. Alexander Meshkov 8th. Valdo Spindola starts in the 9th position. Preston Hassel starts in 10th. Starting in 11th is Will Dunbar, and I think we'll have a few more in here. Like Lucas Simpner has joined us as well, so he'll start in the 12th position. Under 5 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Again, thanks for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. This is Riverside International. I'm the broadcaster, commentator, bringing you the action here tonight. Saturday Showdown Series, race number 8 of the season. 40-lap race at this great road course, formerly located in Moreno Valley, California. We have got a good race here for you tonight. Okay, Almeida in here, cheering on Ricardo, no doubt. I'm sure she's cheering on TurnLeftTV as well. You gotta give a shout out to TurnLeftTV. The MJ in here. Couple minutes left in warm-up. Gonna get this race going. And we'll take a look at the track here at Riverside. 9 turns and not a hugely technical track. I mean, you can get really, really racy here, long straightaways. And not hugely technical. It's a great track for stock cars, I think, anyway. 4.22 kilometers in length, and this is going to be a fun one, man. It's going to be very racy here at this track, more so than I think you see with some of the other road courses. Uh-oh, I'm getting, somebody's rubbing it in my face here that they're having beer right now. Oh my gosh. Who is that? Who's joining us right now? Stanislav joining us in the chat right now, so hopefully he is having fun with his friends. So Polimanov, E and Pavel are hanging out and throwing back some coldies. Hopefully they're having a good time. Told them to tell the bar, they sent me some pictures, and I told them to tell the bar maiden to turn the TV over to TurnLeftTV and just blast it out to the fans. Alexander Beshkov in here, he definitely could use some cheering on, that's for sure. Bringing up the effort for Russian drivers. Had a huge win last week, man. All right, here we go. Riverside International 40-lap race here.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, star of the upcoming comedy Unfinished Business, Vince Vaughn. Drivers, start your engine!
All right, here we go. The starting order here tonight. Ricardo Almeida starts in P1. Thornton Thomas starts in the second position. Paul Brown starts in third. Gary Madu will start in the fourth position. Starting in fifth is Tim Lansbury. Mike Schreiner starts in the sixth position. John Stanley will start seventh. Alexander Meshkov starts in the eighth position. Starting in ninth will be Givaldo Spindola. Preston Hassel starts in the 10th position. Will Dunbar 11th. Lucas Simpner starts in the 12th position. And Jesus Barbecue Iglesias starts in 13th. 13 drivers joining us here tonight. Again, thank you so much for coming in here tonight. I hear him on the radio saying something about barbecue, so good luck to Jesus tonight, man. We'll get a little coffee in here. Got a green cup. It was disappearing. That was kind of cool. All right. Could be a fun one here tonight. Ricardo Almeida will lead the field to take the green flag. This guy is just rock solid wherever he goes, man. 85, Thornton Thomas starts in second. Paul Brown third. Gary Madu starts in the fourth position. Tim Lansbury fifth. Mike Schreiner sixth. John Stanley seventh. Eshkoff will start eighth. Spindola starts in the ninth position. Preston Hassel starts 10th. Dunbar, Lucas Simpner, and Jesus Iglesias 11th through 13th. Who's going to win this race tonight, man? Thornton Thomas looks really strong. Of course, 22 strong.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go. Off to the races. Out to the lead. There is Thornton Thomas in second, Brown in third. So nose to tail here so far. A little warping there went on. Almeida and Thomas nose to tail. What we're going to do is had some trouble there. Got some warping going on, it looked like, and that car's off the pace, so he's got some issues. Connection issue there. Good battle here for P1. 22 and the 85 battling it out. Brown in the third position. He and Mike Schreiner. 3 and 4. Brown kind of out there by himself right now in that 41 car. Snap-on Tools sponsor machine. Close in on these guys. He goes through the S's. Forward here with Paul Brown into 41. Great right-hander coming up here. Oh, Almeida off the track. He missed that turn, went off track, and saved it and now held on to the lead. Can you believe that? Holy smokes, man. That car was absolutely wrecked. Almeida was off track. Somehow was able to save that. Take a look at this. We can't look at the replay of this, man. Almeida through the S's. Right here, a little bit too hot right there, and tried to pull that car back in, reeled it in, held on to the lead. But now Thornton Thomas has gotten around him. We'll go live. Thornton Thomas getting around, now taking over the lead. Ricardo Almeida may abuse those tires a little bit. He's definitely got some sand up in his crevices. A 22 car. Holy smokes, man. That got crazy. Lucas Simpner trying to make some moves here battling John Stanley for the 6th position. Simpner to the inside. Looking to take over P6, getting around John Stanley. Now through that NASCAR turn. Back up here with our front two. Almeida now back to the 2nd position as Thornton Thomas has taken the lead in the 85 car. They're continuing to make some moves here, battling the 82, Tim Lansbury. Lansbury gives him some room. That uphill turn. Now the 21 car moves up to the 5th position. Now we in 4th. Iglesias having some trouble here. Jesus Iglesias in the 13th spot. Got a little bit of a challenge here. He's running in that 24 car. He gets that car sideways and he's in the grass. Iglesias running in the 24 tonight. Just spins that car. Thornton Thomas, 0.6 of a second lead over Ricardo Almeida. Almeida may have something here he's going to have to deal with tonight. Thornton Thomas looking solid. John Stanley and Tim Lansbury here battling it out side by side. Lansbury going wide. John Stanley in the inside. Has a preferred line. That Skyline Chili Ford now back to the 7th position as John Stanley picking up the spot. Out of the back of John Stanley's machine. The right way, there we go. Get Lansbury back there in P7. Take a look at Preston Hassel here in the 27 car. He is this Twix sponsor machine trying to roll up on the 82 of Tim Lansbury. He said he didn't feel very confident about the car tonight. Here, Hassel out of the throttle there through the S's. Right-hander, then back to the left. A little bit of a right-hander. Hard left on the brakes, down the shifting, and then hard right here. Love this turn. Downhill here. This battle here is pretty tight. John Stanley leading this little train. He's running in the 6th position. Stanley, Lansbury in 7th. Hassel in the 8th position. Good run here for these guys. Lansbury wanting that spot back side by side now with John Stanley. Like Lansbury might have the preferred line. He does get by. John Stanley now battling Preston Hassel. Good side-by-side run here. Hassel swinging wide there in that turn. John Stanley holding off. charged by the 27 car. Now the 27 car got a good run here. Coming off the final turn across the start-finish line. That 27 battling the 12. Now moves up P7. John Stanley back to the 8th position. Take a look at Alexander Meshkov here in 9th. Subway sponsor machine got a huge win last week in a green-white checker. Able to pull off the victory, so we'll see what he can't do this week. Paul Brown in the 41 car. Oh, this car gets sideways. Paul Brown in the kitty litter. It's through, so still running in 3rd, but a little tough lap there for the 41 car, running in P3. 5.8 seconds off the race lead. Preston Hassel now climbing all over the back of the 82 car. Preston Hassel wanting to move this car forward, man. He had a great race going last night. Almost pulled off the victory. There was a green-white checker. And he ended up not winning the race, setting a pretty good finish there, but that was an exciting finish to that Bushwhacker Series race last night. Look at this. Tim Lansbury says, I want back around. Battle here between the 82 and the 27. And Tim Lansbury goes wide. Holy smokes. Did you see that? Tim Lansbury wide on that turn again, or that pass. That was the pass there by Preston Hassel. Tim Lansbury now looking out of the back of his machine. You see he's scrubbing off a little bit of speed. That 12 car closing in. A little bit of a replay here. We'll watch Tim Lansbury almost bought it. Lansbury, a heck of a run right there. And he is going way wide off the track. Almost in the sand. And that gave John Stanley a heart attack there. Iglesias having a battle here tonight. I don't know if he has a setup or not, but man, that thing is loose. Bill Dunbar here in the 11 car. He's running in the 11th position. Going to close in on Givaldo Spindle, who's in the 00. Ashkoff just ahead, so this battle's starting to tighten up here. Givaldo Spindle, look at their 24 of Jesus Iglesias off the pace a little bit, letting those guys go by. We take a look at Will Dunbar running in P11. Thornton Thomas has about a 3-second lead over Ricardo Almeida. Paul Brown is in 3rd. Stifner 4th. Mike Schreiner in 5th. Preston Hassel, Tim Lansbury, John Stanley, Alexander Meshkov, and Givaldo Spindle are rounding out the top 10. Look at the 11 car coming by. Oh, man, the 00 spun, and the 11 car gets by. Oh, the 63 makes contact. Gary Madu makes contact. Baldo had a trouble here. Look at this. Coming around this turn, he just breaks loose. Gets into the way of the 11 car, and then 63 is going to make contact right here. More contact. He's a little bit of a pinball. A 00. Look at Alexander Meshkov running in the 77 car. He's running in P9. Starting to close in on John Stanley. Closing in on this whole group. Meshkov in his Subway sponsor number 77. I know he's gotten some experience at this track. They do run stock cars in his league. The RC1. Got some stock car experience, a lot of stock car experience. Been knowing Alexander for a long time. He's starting to close in on the 6, 7, and 8. Thornton Thomas in control, 2.7 seconds. That lead has diminished somewhat. Almeida starting to close the gap a little bit. 85 in this fed-up sponsor machine. Fault cars in the car set. Yeah, 2.8 seconds is Ricardo Almeida running in the second position. So these guys spread out a little bit. Brown running in third. Lucas Simpner starting to close in here and pressure Paul Brown. We'll take a look at Lucas Simpner here in the fourth place car. Starting to close in on Paul Brown. You see Paul Brown just ahead with 30 laps to go. Paul Brown running in the third position as we cross the start-finish line. Gary Badu in the 63 bouncing back from an earlier warping incident. This KISS sponsored, wannabe sponsored number 63, getting by Will Dunbar. Ford now back up to the 10th position. Thornton Thomas, Thornton Thomas comes around. Thornton Thomas comes around. I don't know, man, what happened to him, but he was sideways. We caught up to him, so Thornton Thomas having some trouble here. What happened to him? Now falls back in the clutches of the 41 car. Holy smokes. Take a look and see what happened to Thornton Thomas. A little bit cattywampus right there. It didn't really get the car off the racing surface on the left side, but the car came around. He ends up losing a position. Look out on the front of Ricardo Almeida's machine. See that 85 turning around, and Ricardo Almeida going by, taking that position. So Ricardo Almeida back to the race lead as Thornton Thomas has come around. Holy smokes. Now Thornton Thomas has made a pit stop back out on track. He is in the 7th position. 22, Ricardo Almeida is the leader. Preston Hassel has gotten a speeding penalty. Preston Hassel indicating that there is a speeding penalty for him. Gonna have to come back down pit lane. You know what that means. Oh boy, you gotta serve it. Naughty, naughty. Preston Hassel speeding. A devastating penalty for Preston Hassel. Stifner now in the 2nd position. He's gotten around Paul Brown. Look at Alexander Meshkov. He's got some fans in here in the chat session. Oh, Alexander. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Hard into the wall. Alexander Meshkov hard into the wall. My heavens. Take a look at that. Alexander Meshkov, man. I think the car just got crazy loose right there as he was downshifting, and he was straight into the wall. Man. I think that knocked his dentures out. I think I saw his dentures fly out the window. Look at this. You see the car getting really loose right there as he's entering that turn. He just carried too much speed. And then hard lick there. That is some serious damage now in that 77 car. That was a hard lick. Take a look at John Stanley here in the 8th place car, the 12. Lansbury in second. Mike Schreiner is in sixth. Haven't talked too much about Mike Schreiner running in P6. Been a quiet night here for the 88 car. Lucas Simpner now off the track. He gets by that 22 car. Takes over the race lead on pit lane. Now Lucas Simpner to the race lead. Place is just having a hard night here, man. 24, and he missing the turn there and spin, so he is having a tough night. Eventful night there for him. Look at that Gary Madu. We're going to take a look at that. Simpler taking over, did take over the first position. He's now giving that up. We'll take a look at that pass on pit lane. 21 car getting by 22. Briefly leading the race until Thornton Thomas comes along. Thornton Thomas back to the lead at 85, but that lead has diminished quite a bit. It's the 21 right there, the 22 right there. Paul Brown in there as well. So great four-way battle after the first round of pit stops. 85 leading. Look at that gaggle of cars right there running in 2, 3, and 4. Thomas definitely has some company. He does have a second lead. Those guys a lot closer than they were to him later in that run. We'll take a look at him as he goes by. Take a look at Paul Brown here running in the fourth position. You see P3, P2, P1 all right there in his windshield. Great battle here. According to Thomas in the 85 car has extended that lead 1.2 seconds. Almeida is third. Brown is in fourth. That's starting to stretch out a little bit. Yes, that Gary Madu, Mike Schreiner here battling it out to 63 and the 88. Good battle here. Tim Lansbury on this mix as well. 6th, 7th, and 8th here. Gary Madu now finds himself in the 7th position in the 63 car. Feature Shock in here having a beer or one. I think he's probably a 63 car gets by that 82. I think Stanislav might be, one of those guys. He can handle one beer, but after that, man, I don't know. He's joining us in the chat session. Spending some times with his friends. Good to see that. Get a lot off our minds and get a chance to face-to-face time with our friends as three Gary Madu running in the 6th position. We'll take a look at that 85. Now lead is down to 7/10 of a second as Lucas Sifner, 41, running in the 2nd position. In 3rd is Ricardo Almeida. Paul Brown having a good battle here. Look at this, Ricardo Almeida in the 22 car, Paul Brown in the 41, got P3, P4. As those guys are slugging it out, that's going to help that front too. Take a look at Tim Lansbury here in the 82, running in the 7th position, just behind Gary Madu. Fords there running together. Actually, take that back, a Ford and a Camaro. Gary Madu running in the Camaro, I believe. Yeah, definitely running in that Camaro, the KISS sponsor machine. 63 running in P6. Valdo Spindola in the 00. Running in the 12th position. Quiet night for Givaldo. Ahead of him is the 11, Will Dunbar. Those guys 1 lap down. 11 P12. Alexander Meshkov in the 10th position, wanting to hold on to that lead lap, but he's going to give these guys a lot of room. There's the 22, Ricardo Almeida trying to get by, and he does. Meshkov running in the 10th position. Good top 10 run for him. That Subway sponsor machine. But battle is tightening up there. Thornton Thomas, Lucas Sifner, Ricardo Almeida, 1, 2, 3. Paul Brown running in the 4th position. We haven't talked too much about John Stanley here. He's running in 5th. He had an eventful first half of this race. See what he can do for this second half. He's got Gary Madu closing in. 20 laps to go, and Gary Madu starting to close in here on this 12 car. Paul Brown wanting to get by there as Meshkov off the track a little bit. Paul Brown in the 41, getting by. Meshkov giving him a lot of room. Meshkov tucking back in. Off again, running in the 10th position. Paul Brown running in 4th. Thornton Thomas in the 85. Comfortable lead there for him so far. Here 21 laps in, now on lap 22. Thomas indicating he's going to be pitting this time by, so another pit stop for Thornton Thomas. This is where things can get a little crazy here, man. I tell you, it is an art pitting the car on and off pit lane, getting in your pit box well, setting yourself up for a good entry into pit lane. Ricardo Almeida overheating right now. Got to keep an eye on that. That car gets too hot. Yeah. Gonna have to come in and take off some tape. 22 running in the third position. Now in second is Thornton Thomas on pit lane out of the front of the 22 car. Iglesias, as they go by Iglesias, he's way off the pace so far. A little bit of a latecomer there, so he didn't get a lot of practice laps in, so he's struggling a little bit. Lucas Simpler, the leader. Almeida's second. Brown in third. Thornton Thomas on pit lane in that 85 car, finishing up his pit stop. Coming back out on track. Waldo Spindola here out of the front of his machine. He ends up missing a turn in a little bit. It gets off track. Able to hang on to that thing. Holy smokes. 88, Mike Schreiner picking up a spot as Tim Lansbury comes down pit lane. 40 with Mike Schreiner coming through that front stretch. So my favorite part of this track, man, I mean, this sequence of turns, S's if you will, and then this uphill section. I love this left-hander and then back to the right. This is it for me right here. I love this part of the track. Alexander Meshkoff now up to the ninth position. Tim Lansbury, you see Tim Lansbury exiting the pit. Meshkoff still has to come down pit lane, but he is now in P9. Simpner, the race leader. Simpner comes around. Lucas Simpner coming around there as we were joining him. 21 car having some trouble. Almeida gets by. There was something that went on there with Lucas Simpner. What happened? Lucas Simpner just misses that turn and the car comes wide on him. Almeida does a great job of avoiding that. Spinning car of the 21, and the 21 now trying to figure out what came in the mail. Hopefully a new set of tires. Almeida does a great job of getting through. Look at this, out of the front of Almeida's machine. Oh, maybe. Look at that again. There, out of Almeida's machine. He does a great job of avoiding the 21 car. That is a heads-up move. That is a straight-up heads-up move. A great job for Almeida. Take a look at this again. It's Luca coming up the hill here. Right here, he's going to get this car loose. Right here, this car is going to come around on him, I believe, a little bit early. Right here, man, that car comes around, and Almeida out of the gas, on the brakes, and turning that wheel to the left. Holy smokes. Take a look at the 27 car down below the 11. 7 car trying to get by this 11. Does get by, so Will Dunbar now back to the 10th position. Now in 11th, actually, as Preston Hassel takes over P10. Will Dunbar now picking up another position, getting around Meshkoff, who's on pit lane. with the 77 car on pit lane. So the 22, Ricardo Almeida, finds his way to the front, getting around Lucas Simpner. Thomas is in third, Paul Brown in the fourth position. Paul Brown's had some trouble. Paul Brown has come around here in that 41 car. Something went on there with Paul Brown. That car came around on him. Take a look here as 41. Oh, man, he just misses that turn and straight into the wall. Holy smokes, man, that Snap-on Tools sponsored machine straight into the wall. That thing just did not turn on him. Watch this. This thing just does not turn. It just goes straight. And he's straight into the wall. That thing is messed up now. Alexander Meshkov retires this machine. What a tough break there for Meshkov. Battle for the lead is heating up here. Almeida indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. 21, Lucas Simpner trying to come down pit lane as well, I would imagine. Trying to get around him. Ricardo Almeida, the leader. Lucas Simpner is in second. Made it a little bit better in a certain section of the course, and both these guys coming down pit lane together. 22 and the 21 on pit lane. That's going to give the lead back to Thornton Thomas. Take a look at Lucas Simpner in the 21 car on pit lane. Thomas coming through, getting around Givaldo Espindola. He is our race leader. Lucas Simpner rejoins the track, now in third. Almeida is in the second position, 9.5 seconds off the race lead. Like Simpner has a little bit of a overheating problem as well. Technically okay here as they're not overheating around that turn or around some of these turns, so that car is right on the edge. We'll see how this works out later in the run. Thomas says, I don't need to add any tape to this car. Sideways around the corner. .2 second gap there from P1, P2. Look at Tim Lansbury here. He's running in the 6th position. Gary Madu just ahead of him in P5. John Stanley in the 7th position. So those guys fairly close to one another. Also Mike Schreiner. Look at Mike Schreiner running in the 9th position. This is the 8th position. The 88 car. A little bit loose coming off that turn for the 88. Preston Hassel in the 27 car. That car's got a little oversteer, it looked like to him, or to me, this Twix sponsor machine. That car wanting to come around. A little bit loose for the 27 right now. Running in the 9th position. Quentin Thomas continuing the lead, but that lead is down to 8.8 seconds, so it is diminishing. Had a solid night. Can he win this on pit stops? With tires. Little strategy here going to play out with these guys. 10 laps to go. Thornton indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane here, so he's got to make a pit stop. '85 going to have to come down pit lane, so what's going to happen with Ricardo Almeida is going to pit with Thornton Thomas. What's Lucas Simpner going to do? Is he trying to save fuel? I don't think he can squeeze that many laps out of that load of fuel. He and Ricardo Almeida come down pit lane at the same time. Almeida starting to roll up on some lap traffic. On Stanley on pit lane in that 12 car, making maybe his final pit stop as well. Ricardo Almeida in the 22 car. 2.5 second lead over Lucas Simpner. Ricardo starting to roll up on some lap traffic here in that 24. Not a good place to catch the 24 car, that's for sure. That's going to hurt him a little bit. Really tough area of the track to catch a slower car. A lot of room there now by the 24 car. 22 getting by. '82 car indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. The 82, Tim Lansbury making a pit stop here on lap 33. Look at Lucas Simpner here in the 21 car. He's gotten around Preston Hassel, now trying to set his sights on Ricardo Almeida. 0.1 second gap separates the two of those guys. Gary Madu in the 63, now running in the 6th position. Preston Hassel just ahead. Do want to close in on Preston Hassel. A little bit of a gap separates the two of those guys. Oh, Gary Madu having some trouble in that the 63 car. That's not going to help that effort, that's for sure. He spins late in the run here. Gary Madu, maybe those tires have been used up. You see the 85. Thornton Thomas, who's actually running in third, letting that 63, or getting by that 63 car. Hot for position. He does a little bit of a wave by. Take a look at what happened here. 63 just comes around, man. He comes up that hill and takes the right-hander and then comes around. Tough late race spin for the 63. Look at the 82 and the 88 battling it out. The 88, Mike Schreiner on the outside here on the right side. 82, Tim Lansbury down the front stretch. Getting by that 88. Good battle here with the 88 and the 82. Skyline Chili Ford Mustang getting ahead of that 88 car. Almeida's lead the 22 down to 1.6 seconds. Might be able to make it the rest of the way. Might be seeing a fuel mileage race here. 5 laps to go. Ricardo Almeida is the leader. Look at this 85. Trying to work his way back up to the lead. 22.7 seconds separate he and the race leader. But fair distance for him, but he's on fresher tires. Scheffler starting to close in. 1.4 seconds separate he and the leader. Tim Lansbury, Mike Schreiner still getting after it here. Lansbury had gotten around him. Mike Schreiner now on the low side. Tim Lansbury on the high side. They're side by side. Great battle there between the 82 and the 88. 82 gets back by. Great battling there. Tim Lansbury now in 7th, or back to 7th, as Mike Schreiner in 8th. I don't think that battle's over there between the two of them. They're about equal speed, just different parts of the track. They're about equal. A bit better run off the turn for the 82 car there. Better grip. Schreiner is not done with his 82. '63, Gary Madu getting around Preston Hassel, who's on pit lane. Towards the Mike Schreiner wasn't done with the 82, and I'm in it. Mike Schreiner down to the inside. Set himself up. This is where these guys were getting after it a little while ago. The 88 now looks like he has the advantage through the turn. Oh, way up the track. He almost scrapes the wall. 82, is he going to get back by? This guy's getting after it side by side. Little drag race. Tim Lansbury and Mike Schreiner. Schreiner now inches ahead. Ricardo Almeida trying to hold on here. Hold off a charge from Lucas Simpner. It is go time. I think these guys are going to have to try to make it to the end. Simpner now 0.3 of a second behind. Ricardo Almeida has got a faster car. Can Almeida hold him off? Simpner looking on the low side. Ricardo Almeida, the 22, our points leader. Trying to hold off a charge from the 21 to Lucas Simpner. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 2 to go. Sifter way up the track. He's going to get a good run using this high line. 22 gets a good shot off the turn. Sifter's got a good run. Cross the start finish line, 2 to go. Two to go for P1, P2 here. Ricardo Almeida in the 22. Lucas Sifter in the 21. Almeida a little bit better through that section of the track. Sifter charging up the hill. All over the back of this 22 car now. Backing off, trying to alter his entry into the turn. Lucas Sifter all over the back of the 22 of Ricardo Almeida. He's setting himself up for a last lap pass here. Thornton Thomas, he's had some issues here late in the race. Up the hill, and he spins this car. Thornton Thomas taking out one of the cones. Here late in the race, not what you want to see. Thornton Thomas doesn't lose the position. Sifter way up the track. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 1 to go. 1 lap to go. And the 22 hold off a charge from the 21. Ricardo Almeida. Of our Canadian drivers. A couple Canadians here battling it out, actually. Lucas Sifter from Canada as well. You see right there, Ricardo's a little bit better in this section of the track. The back, oh, Ricardo, they're cutting the turn just a little bit. Dangerous. Ricardo maybe doing a little mirror driving. Ricardo Almeida hold off a charge from the 21, Lucas Sifter. Sifter's going to go. He's going to have to do it soon. Sifter seems to be a little bit better through this section of the track. He's got to run. He's been swinging high on this section of the track right here. This is a battle. They're side by side. Side by side coming through the turn. Lucas Sifter from the outside. He's been a little bit better through this section of the track, and the 22 hold him off. Great battle here between the 22 and the 21. They're side by side, and the 22 holds off the 21. My heavens, man. What a battle. Wow. The 22, Ricardo Almeida, getting a win, holding off a charge from Lucas Sifter. Holy smokes. That was a battle. Congratulations to Ricardo Almeida. Hey, what are you doing? Ricardo Almeida going straight to victory lane. Gets the win. So congratulations to Ricardo Almeida on getting the win here at Riverside. My heavens, man. What a finish. What a finish. That was a great one. Let's take a look at the race results. Ricardo Almeida holds off a charge. The 21 of Lucas Sifter to finish first. Thornton Thomas finishes in the 3rd position. Paul Brown finishes 4th. Gary Madu finishes in the 5th position. Finishing in 6th is Mike Schreiner. Tim Lansbury finishes in 7th. John Stanley 8th. Preston Hassel finishes in the 9th position. Will Dunbar finishes in 10th. Finishing in the 11th position is Givaldo Spindola. Jesus Iglesias, rough night there for him, finishes in 12th. Alexander Meshkov retired his machine. Finishes in the 13th position. Man, that was a Great battle there at the end. Raced each other clean, man. That's the thing. Great job of racing each other cleanly. So congratulations to Ricardo Almeida on getting the win here at Riverside. We'll see if we can't get him up in the booth with us. So it looks like MJ's birthday's today too, so a little birthday present there. See if we can't get Ricardo up in victory lane with us. All right, Ricardo Almeida joining us up here in the booth and got a great win here at Riverside. And I'll tell you what, man, you had to be on the edge of your seat that last 10 laps.
Who's this? Is this Heath? Is it broadcast? Really? Really? Is it broadcasted? Man, I was torn at the beginning of the race. Did 3 runs of 10 laps, like flat out, and stop for a splash for 4 or 5 laps, whatever, or do I save it? So when I see the pace of what is his name, Thomas, I say no, I'll save it. So I try to keep behind him, save the maximum. Man, at the end, I was on target. I finished with 0.3 liters.
Oh my heavens.
So I don't know how Lucas did, but he's catching me. Saying, "Oh, can he catch me with that pace and without running out of fuel?" It's like, wow. Oh, I see the guys at one point when the first pit stop happens. Well, we are 4, and looks like nobody wants to go first for the stretch, you know? No, go ahead. No, please, go ahead. No, please, go ahead. So we are 4 on the Kleenex.
Well, it looked like certainly in that last run when I was really focused on the two of you and Luca, that you were better in the first half of that course, and it looked like, you were better in the first half of the track, and it looked like Luca had the advantage in that second half. Kind of knew it because that last lap, he really took that line away from you on that outside, on that hard right-hander. What was going through your mind then?
Well, I took out his line because my line was a little bit on the middle instead of on the top. So I tried to, take out his line. So just make sure we pass the start-finish right on time. But at one point, when we follow, we start smoking. And I said, oh, okay, I have to lower my tape because when I try to follow it, it's like it doesn't work. And at the end, I see Lucas smoking. So for the last 2 laps, I tried to put it in front of him to make him smoke even more, But it was a cool race.
Well, a lot of the guys really seem to like Riverside, especially with the stock cars. I can't recall whether you said you had been on this configuration before or not, but now that you've been out here, and what do you think about this stock cars here at Riverside?
Look, when I see the calendar and I see Watkins Glen and Riverside, I was very pleased. I'm hoping for good racing there. But with all the bad luck I have all the years, it's like, okay, Riverside, that's my target. And I know if Lucas shows up, that's it. I have to manage gas. So that's why I'm torn at the beginning. Do I stop? Do I go for 3 stops or do I go for 2 stops? So I say, okay, it looks like with the times he's doing, he's going for 2. So I managed to go for 2 either. So yeah, but that track was very, very fun. It's like one of my favorites.
Looks like Ms. Almeida's birthday is tonight, huh?
Not tonight, in a couple days. This week.
Because you have to win for me for your wife's birthday.
Yeah, it's in 5 days.
Well, hey, if she wants to start celebrating 5 days early, guess what? You're going to be celebrating 5 days early.
Yeah. Well, tonight is got a big hockey night with Montreal and Toronto. So we're cheering for Montreal. Let's go Quebec.
All right. Hey, you got next week at Pocono Raceway and then Kentucky. Any feelings on those last 2 races here with the big points lead?
I think I'm going to take it easy.
I can't imagine that.
Well, I'm very happy because at the beginning of the year, it's like these guys run stock cars for years, and like I'm not running stock car. I make a couple races, but if I can fight a little bit with them, I'll be happy. Man, it shows like I can fight with them and beat them. So wow, I'm very happy for that.
Well, the Tricky Triangle, definitely one you're going to be familiar with at the Pocono. I know running in that in Indy cars, you got to at least have a little bit of idea what you do expect there.
Yes, and I run it like on the time of VHR on RF1. It was tricky, but I'm expecting better things with these cars because I very love these cars. Ooh.
Well, hey, congratulations, and have a good time watching the hockey game tonight, and wish MJ Almeida a happy birthday from me.
Well, thank you very much, and thanks for broadcasting Race I Win.
Right, buddy. Congrats, man.
Thanks, bye.
Right, it's Ricardo Almeida up here in Victory Lane. He was excited. Could you tell that? He was excited. I think Stanislav and, let's see, Pavel Filimonov, they need to send him some beer. Who else is in there? Alexei Makin? What? Oh, he's in there as well. Looks like those guys are all sharing a beverage together, watching the race, and hopefully they're having a good time. Glad they joined in a little bit into the broadcast. Pinging me on Discord as well. Don't forget, we got some more racing headed your way. Martinsville Speedway, if you want to come out and beat up on the broadcaster. If I said something bad about you or didn't get you on air, whatever you're mad about, take it out on me here at Martinsville. 200 laps up here in just a little while. The final race of the season, we're going to crown the champion here tonight. Running at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Martinsville in the Saturday Night Thunder. Forget this race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. They provide our servers and our website. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server for your league, no matter where you are in the world, give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. Not only that, but also your website and your online store. That's where we have our website at HighOctaneRacing.net. Of course, who hosts our servers. Well, come on out and join us here at HighOctaneRacing.net. We've got a good, quick link to Discord if you want to join us, the Discord channel. Or server, I should say. Then also you can get updates of what the schedule updates are, where we're at, who won what, and a little bit of chatter there, and also who's running what throughout the week if you want to get an idea of what guys are running on these servers leading up to the race day. Come on out and join us at HighOctaneRacing.net. I want to say thank you so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. Man, I've had a good one. This is a good weekend here so far. And maybe I can get a win tonight at Martinsville. Not going to happen. I'll tell you, if everybody pulls over, it may happen. I might beat the pace car. But I'll be out in the driver's seat here in just a little while. Take a little bit of a break and then get my practice on Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And if you'd like to make a donation straight through PayPal, you can do it by clicking on that link up on the banner of the channel. And also, please help me out by clicking on the link in the description of this race and following that over to the Fanatec website. Help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all those folks who come in and join us. Congratulations, Ricardo Almeida, on getting the win. We'll see if he can't do another one here next week at Pocono. Until then, I am out of here.